There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by. But a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree. And the old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Share we fill the pirate glass. And to make us more than merry, let the pirate bumper pass.
For today our pirate prentice rises from indentured free. Strong his arm and keen his scent is, he's a pirate now indeed.
He's got to Frederick's vengeance, Frederick's out of these indentures.
1 in 20 now he's rising, and alone he's fit to fly, which we're bent on signalizing with unusual revelry.
He's got to Frederick's vengeance, Frederick's out of these indentures. For the pirate share, fill the pirate glass. And to make us more than merry, let the pirate bumper pass.
Yes, Frederick, from today you rank as a full-blown member of our band.
Aye! Oh,
Oh, my friends, I thank you all for your kind wishes. Would that I could repay them as they deserve.
What do you mean?
Today I am out of my indentures, and today I leave you forever.
What? But this is most unaccountable. A keener-handed, scuttling a canard, cutting out a pea, and oh, never shipped a handspike.
Yes, I have done my best for you. And why? It was my duty under my indentures, and I am the slave of duty. As a child, I was regularly apprenticed to your band. It was through an error, no matter. The fault was ours and not yours, and I was in honor bound by it.
An error? What error?
Oh, I may not tell you. It would reflect upon my well-loved Ruth.
Nay, dear master, my mind has long been gnawed by the cankering tooth of mystery. Better have it out at once. When Frederick was a little lad, he proved so brave and daring. His father thought he apprenticed him to some career seafaring. I was, alas, his nursery maid, and so it fell to my lot to take and bind the promising boy, apprentice to a pilot. A life not bad for a hearty lad, though surely not a high lot. Though I'm a nurse, you might do worse than make your boy a pilot.
Well, yes, anything else?
I was a stupid nursery maid, on breakers always steering. And I did not catch the word aright through being hard of hearing. Mistaken my instructions, which within my brain did gyrate. I took and bound this promising boy, apprentice to a pirate. Sad mistake it was to make and doom him to this vile lot. I bound him to a pirate, you, instead of to a pilot. I soon found out beyond all doubt the scope of this disaster. But I hadn't the face to return to my place and break it to my master. A nursery maid is not afraid of what you people call work. So I made up my mind to go as a kind of piratical maid of all work. And that is how you find me now, a member of your shy lot, which you wouldn't have found if he'd been bound, apprentice to a pilot. Oh, pardon, Frederick, pardon.
Oh, rise, sweet one, I've long since pardoned you.
The two words were so much alike.
They were. They still are. Though years have rolled over their heads. But this afternoon, my obligation ceases. Individually, I love you all with an affection unspeakable. But collectively, I look upon you with a disgust that amounts to absolute detestation.
Why?
Oh, pity me, my beloved friends. For such is my sense of duty that, once out of my indentures, I shall feel myself bound to devote myself, heart and soul, to your extermination.
Well, Frederick, if you feel it is your duty to destroy us, then I cannot blame you for acting on that conviction. Always act in accordance with the dictates of your conscience, my boy, and chance the consequences.
True, and we can offer but little temptation for you to remain with us. We tend to not make piracy pay. And I'm sure I don't know why, but we don't.
Well, I know why. But alas, I mustn't tell you. It wouldn't be right.
But why not, my boy?
It is only, carry the 11:27.
What?
And you are still one of us until the clock strikes 12.
True, and until then, you are bound to protect our interests.
Well then, it is my duty as a pirate to tell you that you are all too tender-hearted. For instance, you make a point of never attacking a weaker party than yourselves, but when you attack a stronger one, you invariably get thrashed.
Oh, wow! There is some truth in that.
Oh, yeah.
And then you make the point of never molesting an orphan.
But we are orphans ourselves and know what it is.
Yes, but it has got about. And what is the consequence? Everyone we capture says he's an orphan. The last 3 ships we took proved to be manned entirely by orphans, and so we let them go. One would think that Great Britain's mercantile navy was recruited solely from her orphan asylums, which we know is not the case.
But, hang it all, would you have us completely merciless?
There's my difficulty. Until 12 I would. After 12 I wouldn't. Oh, was ever a man placed in so delicate a situation?
And Ruth, your own Ruth, whom you've loved so well, and who has won her middle-aged way into your boyish heart. What is to become of her?
Well, Ruth,
Oh, well, he will take you with him.
Yeah!
well, it is true that I admire you very much, but I've been at sea since I was 8 years old, and well, yours is the only woman's face I've seen during that time. I think it is a sweet face.
It is. Oh, it is.
I say I think it is. That is my impression. But as I have never had an opportunity of comparing you with other women, it may be that I am mistaken.
True.
What a terrible thing it would be to marry this innocent person and then find out that she is on the whole plain.
Oh, Ruth is very well. Very well indeed.
Yes, there are the remains of a fine woman in Ruth.
Do you really think so?
We do.
Then I will not be so selfish as to take her from you. In justice to her and in consideration for you, I will leave her behind.
No, Frederick. This cannot be. We are rough men. Who lead a rough life. But we are not so utterly heartless as to deprive thee of thy love. I think I am right in saying that there is not one here who would deprive thee of this inestimable treasure for all the world holds dear.
Not one!
I thought as much. Keep thy love, Frederick. Keep thy love.
You're very well, I'm sure.
Well, it's the top of the tide and we must be off. Farewell, Frederick. When your process of extermination begins, let our deaths be as swift and painless as you can conveniently make them.
I will. By the love I have for you, I swear it. Would that you could render this extermination unnecessary by accompanying me back to civilization.
No, Frederick. This must not be. I do not think much of our profession, but contrasted with respectability, it is comparatively honest. No, Frederick. I will live and die a pirate king. Oh, better far to live and die under the brave black flag I fly than sing a sanctimonious part with a pirate head and a pirate heart. Away to the cheating world go you, where pirates all are well to do. But I'll be true to the song I sing, and live and die a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. It is a ruffle pirate king, a ruffle pirate king. I sally forth to seek my prey. I help myself in a royal way. I sink a few more ships, it's true, than a well-bred monarch got to do. But many a king on a first-class throne, if he wants to call his crown his own, must manage somehow to get through more dirty work than ever I do. For I am a pirate king. It is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king. You are a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. It is a rumbler pirate king, a rumbler pirate. Ha 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 ha. Run, king. Hi. Oh, yes, this is nicely. Get out now here. Goodness of life.
Take me with you. I cannot live if I am left behind.
Ruth, I will be quite candid with you. You are very dear to me, as you know, but I must be circumspect. You see, you are considerably older than I. A lad of 21 usually works for a wife of 17.
A wife of 17? You will find me a wife of 1,000.
No. I shall find you a wife of 47, and that is quite enough. Ruth, tell me candidly, and without reserve, compared with other women, how are you?
I will answer you truthfully, master. I have a slight cold, but otherwise I am quite well.
Well, I am sorry for your cold, but I was referring rather to your personal appearance. Compared with other women, are you beautiful?
I have been told so, dear master.
But lately?
Oh, no. Years and years ago.
What do you think of yourself?
It is a delicate question to answer, but I think I am a fine woman.
And that is your candid opinion.
Yes, I should be deceiving you if I told you otherwise.
Thank you, Ruth. I believe you, for I know you've not practiced on my inexperience. I wish to do the right thing. And if, I say if, you truly are a fine woman, your age will be no obstacle to our union. Hark, surely I hear voices. Who has ventured to approach our all but inaccessible lair? Can it be the Coast Guard? No, it does not sound like the Coast Guard.
Confusion. It is the voices of young girls. If he should see them, I am lost.
By all that is marvelous. A bevy of beautiful maidens.
Lost, lost, lost.
How lovely. How surpassingly lovely is the plainest of them. What grace, what delicacy, what refinement. Ruth told me she was beautiful. Oh, false one, you have deceived me.
I have deceived you.
Yes, deceived me. You told me you were fair as gold.
And master, am I not so?
But now I see you're plain and old.
I'm sure I'm not a jot so.
Upon my innocence you play.
I'm not the one to plot so.
Your face is lined, your hair is gray.
It's gradually got so.
Faithless woman, to deceive me, I who trusted so.
Master, master, do not leave me, hear me ere you go.
Faithless woman,
Master, master,
faithless woman,
master, master,
faithless
do not leave
woman,
me,
do
do not
deceive
leave
me, I who
me,
trusted trusted so. Faithless woman, do deceive me, I who trusted so.
My love without reflecting, oh, do not be rejecting. Take a maiden tender, her affection raw and green. At very highest rating has been accumulating. Summer 17. Summer 17. Don't be loving master, crush me with disaster. What is such a dower to the dower I have here? Don't be loving master, saves you from disaster. Your love would be uncomfortably fervid, it is clear. My love unabated
As you are stating,
has been
accumulating
47 years.
47 years.
47 years.
Faithless woman, to deceive me, I who trusted so. Faithless woman, to deceive me, I who trusted so. What shall I do before these gentle maidens? I dare not appear in this alarming costume. No, no, I must appear in close concealment until I can appear in decent clothing.
Climbing over rocky mountains, skipping rivulet and fountain, passing where the willows quiver, passing where the willows quiver by the ever-rolling river, scolding with the summer rain, the summer rain. Threading long and leafy mazes, dotted with unnumbered daisies, dotted with unnumbered daisies. Scaling rough and rugged passes, climb the hardy little lasses till the bright seashore they gain. Scaling rough and rugged passes, climb the hardy little lasses till the bright seashore they gain.
Let us gaily tread the measure, make the most of fleeting leisure. Hail it as a true ally, though it perish by and by.
Hail it as a true ally, though it perish by and by.
Every moment brings a treasure of its own especial pleasure, though the moments quickly die. Greet them gaily as they fly. Greet them gaily as they fly.
Though the moments quickly die, greet them gaily as they fly.
Far away from toil and care, reveling in fresh sea air, here we live and reign alone, in a world that's all our own. Here in this our rocky den, far away from mortal men, we'll be quits
picturesque spot. I wonder where we are.
And I wonder where Papa is. We have left him ever so far behind.
Oh, he will be here presently. Remember, poor Papa is not as young as we are, and we have come over rather difficult country.
But how thoroughly delightful it is to be entirely alone. Why, in all probability, we may be the first human beings to have ever set foot on this enchanting spot.
Except for the mermaids. It's the very place for mermaids.
Who are only human beings down to the waist.
And who can't be said strictly to set foot anywhere? Tails they may, but feet they cannot.
But what shall we do until Papa and the servants arrive with the luncheon?
Well, we are quite alone, and the sea is as smooth as glass. Suppose we take off our shoes and stockings and paddle.
Oh, yes, the very thing!
Stop, ladies, pray. I had intended not to intrude myself upon your notice in this effective but alarming costume. But under these peculiar circumstances, I feel it is my bounden duty to inform you that your proceedings here will not be unwitnessed.
But who are you, sir? Speak.
I am a pirate.
A pirate horror!
Ladies, do not shun me. This evening I renounce my vile profession. And to that end, O pure and peerless maidens, O blushing buds of ever-blooming beauty, I sore at heart, implore your kind assistance.
How pitiful his tale, how rare his beauty.
How pitiful his tale, how rare his beauty.
Oh, is there not one maiden breast which does not feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty? Who would not give up willingly all matrimonial ambition to rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate position? From his position. To rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate position.
Alas, there's not one maiden breast who seems to feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty.
Oh, is there not one maiden here whose homely face and bad complexion have caused all hope to disappear of ever winning man's affection? To such a one as such there be, I swear by heaven's arch above you, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you be, I'll love you. However plain you'll be, However plain you'll be, I'll love you. I'll love you. I'll love, I'll love you.
Alas, there's not one maiden here whose homely face and bad complexion have caused all hope to disappear of ever winning man's affection.
Not one,
No, no, not one.
not one.
No, no.
Yes, one kissed his navel. Oh, sisters, deaf to pity's name, for shame. It's true that he has gone astray, but pray, is that a reason good and true why you should all be deaf to pity's name?
The question is, had he not been a thing of beauty, would she be swayed by quite as keen a sense of duty?
For shame, for shame, for shame, poor wandering one, though thou hast surely strayed, take heart of grace, thy steps retrace, poor wandering one, poor wandering one. If such poor love as mine can help thee find true peace of mind, why take it, it is thine.
Take heart, no danger ours. Take any heart but ours.
Take heart, fair days will shine, take any heart, take mine.
Take heart, no danger ours. Take any heart but ours.
Take heart, fair days will shine, take any heart, take mine. Ha 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 poor wandering one, though thou hast surely strayed, take heart of grace, thy steps retrace. Poor wandering one.
Wandering one.
Fair days will shine, take heart. Take mine.
Nothing but ours. Take any heart but ours. Take heart, take heart, take any heart but ours.
What ought we to do? Gentle sisters say, propriety we know says we ought to stay, while sympathy exclaims, free
free them from their tether. Play it other games, leave them here together. Her case may any day be yours, my dear, or mine. Let her make her hay while the sun doth shine. Let us compromise, our hearts are not of leather. Let us shut our eyes and talk about the weather.
Yes, yes, let's talk about the weather. How beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it's May, and yet it's rain. But yesterday, tomorrow it's May, for again I hear the country wants some rain. Yet people say, I know not why that we shall have a warm July. Tomorrow it's May, for again I hear the country wants some rain. People say, I know not why that we shall have a warm July. Tomorrow it's May, for again I hear the
Ever meet and wake from dream of holy duty, to find her day like make with such exceeding beauty. Did ever meet and close her eyes on waking sadness, to dream of such exceeding gladness?
Ah yes, this is exceeding gladness.
beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it's May, and yet it's rain. But yesterday, tomorrow it's May, for again I hear the country wants some rain. Yet people say, I know not why that we shall have a warm July. Tomorrow it's May, for again I hear the country wants some rain. Yet people say, I know not why that we shall have a warm July. Tomorrow it's May, for again I hear the
Never pirate rolled his soul in guilty dreaming, and wake to find that soul with peace and virtue beaming.
beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it's May, and yet it's rain. But yesterday, continue fine, I hope it's May, and yet it's rain. But yesterday, beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it's May, and yet it's rain. But yesterday, tomorrow it's May, for again I hear the country wants some rain. People say, I know that's why that we shall have a warm July. People say, I know that's why that we shall have a warm July.
Stay, we must not lose our senses. Men who stick at no offenses will anon be here. Piracy, the dreadful trade is. Pray you get you hence, young ladies, while the coast is clear.
No, we must not lose our senses. If we stick at no offenses, we should not be here. Piracy, the dreadful trade is. Nice companions for young ladies. Let us kiss off. Too late, too late.
First great opportunity to get married with impunity and indulge in the felicity of unbounded domesticity. We should quickly be personified, conjugally matrimonified by a doctor of divinity who's okay in this vicinity.
We missed our opportunity of escaping with impunity, sent out to the felicity of our maiden domesticity. We should quickly be personified, conjugally matrimonified by a doctor of divinity who's located in this vicinity. By a doctor of divinity who resides in this vicinity. By a doctor of divinity. Of divinity.
Oh, monsters! Ere your pirate caravanserai proceed against our will to wed us all. Just bear in mind that we are wards in chancery, and father's a major general.
We'd better pause, or danger may befall. Their father is a major general.
Yes, yes, he is a major general. Yes, yes, I am a major general.
For he is a major general.
Yes, hurrah for the Major General.
And it is a glorious thing to be a major general.
It is hurrah for the Major General, hurrah for the Major General.
I am the very model of a modern major general. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical, from Marathon to Waterloo and all to categorical. I'm very well acquainted too with matters mathematical. I understand equations both as simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news. Ooh, lotto news, lotto news, lotto news. Got it! With many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
Many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and animalculus. In short, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern major general.
Short in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, he is very model of a modern major general.
I know a mythic history, King Arthur's answer paradox. I answer hard acrostics, I have a pretty taste for paradox. I quote an elegiacs, all the crimes of Heliogabalus, and conics I could roll peculiarities parabolus. I can tell them that the Raphaels and Gerardos and Zophanies. I know the croaking chorus from the frogs of Aristophanes. Then I can hum a fugue of which I've heard the music's dinner for. Ooh, dinner for, that's a hard one. No, did I say that? Oh, got it! And whistle all the yes and that infernal nonsense pinafore.
And whistle all the years and that infernal nonsense pinafore. And whistle all the years and that infernal nonsense pinafore. And whistle all the years and that infernal nonsense pinafore.
Then I can write a washing bill in Babylonic uniform and tell you all the details of Caractacus' uniform. And short in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern major general.
Short in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, he is the very model of a modern major general.
In fact, when I know what is meant by mamelon and ravelin, when I can tell at sight a Mauser rifle from a javelin, when such affairs as sorties and surprises I'm more wary at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat, when I have learnt what progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery, in short, when I've a smattering of elemental strategy. Oh, strategy, matagy, hatagy. I've got it! You'll say a better major general is never strategy.
You'll say a better major general is never strategy. You'll say a better major general is never strategy. You'll say a better major general is never strategy.
For my military knowledge, though I'm plucky and adventurous, has only been brought down to the beginning of the century. But still, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern major general.
But still, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, he is the very model of a modern major general.
Do it again. But this time, really fast.
S'il vous plaît, maestro, presto agitato. In fact, when I know what is meant by mamelon and ravelin, when I can tell at sight a Mauser rifle from a javelin, when such affairs as sorties and surprises I'm aware at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat, when I have learned what progress has been made in modern gunnery, and I know what attacks and an office in a nunnery, in short, when I have a smattering of elemental strategy, you'll say a better major general has never rode a horse.
Say a better major general has never run a horse. Say a better major general has never run a horse. Say a better major general has never run a horse.
For my military knowledge, though I'm plucky and adventurous, only been brought down to the beginning of the century. But still, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern major general.
But still, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, he is the very model of a modern major general.
Thank you. Yes, well, now that I've introduced myself, I should like to have some idea of what's going on here.
Permit me. I can explain in 2 words. We propose to marry your daughters.
Dear me.
Wills, Papa, yes, our wills.
Oh, but you mustn't do that. Oh, do tell me, this is quite a picturesque uniform you have here, but I'm not familiar with it. What exactly are you?
We are all single gentlemen. Oh, yes, well, I'll say that.
Yes, well, I gathered that much. Anything else?
No, nothing else.
Don't believe them, Papa. They are pirates. The famous pirates of Penzance.
The pirates of Penzance! I've often heard of them.
Well, all except this gentleman, who was a pirate once, but is out of his indentures today and means to live a blameless life evermore.
Wait a minute. I object to pirates as sons-in-laws.
Well, we object to major generals as fathers-in-law. But we waive that point. We don't press it. We look over it.
An idea. And do you mean to say that you would rob me of these, the sole remaining puffs of my old age, and leave me to go until the end of my days, unbefriended, unprotected, and alone?
Well, yes, that's the idea.
Tell me, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Oh, bugger! Here we are again!
I say, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Orphan!
Yes, have you ever known what it is to be one?
I say orphan.
Orphan!
I don't think we quite understand one another. I ask you if you have ever known what it is to be an orphan, and you reply, orphan. As I understand it, you are merely repeating the word orphan to signal that you understand me.
I didn't repeat the word orphan.
Pardon me, you did indeed.
Well, I only repeated it once.
True, but you repeated it.
But not orphan.
Oh goodness, I say that. I think I see where we're getting confused here. When you say orphan, do you mean orphan, a person who has lost his or her parents, or orphan frequently?
I beg pardon, I see what you mean. Frequently.
Right, you said orphan frequently.
No, only once.
Precisely! You said orphan frequently, only once. Oh, men of dark and dismal fate, forgo your cruel employ. Have pity on my lonely state. I am an orphan boy.
An orphan boy,
An orphan boy.
how sad, an orphan boy.
These children whom you see are all that I can call my own.
Poor fellow,
Take them away from me, and I shall be indeed alone.
poor fellow.
If pity you can feel, leave me my soul remaining joy. See, at your feet they kneel, your hearts you cannot steal against the sad, sad tale of the lonely orphan boy.
Poor fellow, see at our feet they kneel, our hearts we cannot steal, against the sad, sad tale of the lonely orphan boy, the orphan boy, the orphan boy. See at our feet they kneel, our hearts we cannot steal, against the tale of the lonely orphan boy. Poor fellow.
I'm telling a terrible story, but it doesn't diminish my glory. For they would have taken my daughters over the billowy waters if I had an elegant diction, endorsing an innocent fiction, which is not the same category as telling a regular terrible story.
He's telling a terrible story.
He shall die by death of his glory. It is one of the coolest authors that ever went over these waters. It is easy and elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes in the same category as telling a regular terrible story. It is easy and elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes in the same category as telling a regular story.
Although a dark career sometimes involves the crime of stealing, we rather think that we're not altogether void of feeling. For though we live by strife, we're always sorry to begin it. For what we ask is life without a touch of poetry in it.
Hail, poetry, thou hand-born maid, thou gildest sea, the unwrapped strait. Hail, flowing fount of sentiment. All hail, divining Orient.
You may go, for you're at liberty. Our pirate rules protect you, and honorary members of our band, we do elect you. Hey! For he is an orphan boy. He is a rough of the orphan boy.
And it sometimes is a useful thing to be an orphan boy.
It is the rough of the orphan boy, the rough of the
Orphan boy.
happy day with joyous free.
They will away and marry thee.
Oh, happy day with joyous free. They will away and marry thee.
Should it befall auspiciously, their sisters all will bridesmaids be.
Should it befall auspiciously, our sisters all will bridesmaids be. Oh, happy day with joyous free.
They will away and marry thee.
Should it befall auspiciously,
Their sisters all will marry
thee. Should it befall auspiciously,
Their sisters all will bridesmaids be. Oh, I love my
Oh, master, hear one word I'm doing for you. Remember Ruth, your Ruth who kneels before you.
Yes, yes, remember Ruth who kneels before you.
Away you did deceive me.
Away you did deceive him.
Oh, do not leave me.
Oh, do not leave her.
Away you grieve me.
Away you grieve him.
I wish you'd leave me.
We wish you'd leave him.
Frederick! No!
Preserve the magnanimity, it is late to lay sentimity. Never was such opportunity to get married with impunity. But they give up the felicity of unbounded domesticity. From a doctor of divinity, he was located in this vicinity.
Preserve the magnanimity, we display to lay sentimity. Never was such opportunity to get married with impunity. We give up the felicity of a grounded domesticity. From a doctor of divinity, who is located in this vicinity. We give up the felicity of a grounded domesticity. We give up the felicity of a grounded domesticity. From a doctor of divinity, a doctor of divinity, a doctor of
drew his father fast. Dear father, why leave your bed in happy daylight? He's dead.
By the glistening tear that dews at Marshall cheek, thy loving children hear in them thy comfort seek. With sympathetic care their arms around thee creep. For all they cannot bear to see their father weep.
Oh, Frederick, cannot you, in the calm excellence of your wisdom, reconcile it with your conscience to say something that will ease my father's sorrow?
What?
Will you go talk to him?
I will try, dear Mabel. But why does he come here night after night in this drafty old ruin?
Why do I come here? Why do I come here? Frederick, to escape the pirate's clutches, I described myself as an orphan. But heaven knows, I am no orphan. I come here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and to implore their pardon for having brought dishonor on the family escutcheon.
But, sir, you forget. You only bought the property a year ago, and the stucco on your baronial castle is scarcely dry.
Frederick, in this chapel are ancestors. You cannot deny that. With the estate, I bought the chapel and its contents. Now, I don't know whose ancestors they were, but I know whose ancestors they are. And I shudder to think that they're descended by purchase, if I may so describe myself, should have brought dishonor upon what I have no doubt was an unstained escutcheon.
Be comforted. Had you not acted as you did, those reckless men would assuredly have called in the nearest clergyman and married your large family on the spot.
I thank you for your proffered solace, Frederick, but it is unavailing. I assure you, Frederick, that such is the remorse and anguish I feel at the abominable falsehood by which I escaped these easily deluded pirates, that I would go to their simple-minded chiefs this very night and confess all, did I not think the consequences would be disastrous to myself. At what time does your expedition march against these scoundrels, Frederick?
At 11. And after 12, I hope to have atoned for my involuntary association with the pestilent scourges by sweeping them from the face of the earth. And then, dear Mabel, you will be mine.
Are your devoted followers at hand?
They are. They only await my orders.
Then, Frederick, let your escort, lion-hearted, be summoned to receive a general's blessing ere they depart upon their dread adventure.
Dear sir, nay come.
Oh, I say then.
When the foreman bears his steel, we uncomfortable feel, and we find the wisest thing is to slap our chest and sing. Oh, when threatened with the mute, and your heart is in your boots, There is nothing brings it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound.
Heroes go to glory, go ye die in combat gory. Ye shall live in song and story, go to immortality, go to death and go to slaughter. Die in every corner's daughter, with her tears your grave shall water. Go ye heroes, go and die.
Go ye heroes, go and die. Go ye heroes, go and die.
Though to us it's evident these attentions are well meant, such expressions don't appeal, calculated meant to cheer. We are going to meet our fate in a highly nervous state. Still to us it's evident these attentions are well meant.
Go and do your best endeavor, and before all links we sever, we will say farewell forever. Go to glory and the grave. Go to glory and the grave. For your foes are fierce and ruthless, false, unmerciful and truthless, young and tender, old and toothless, all in vain their mercy crave.
We observe too great a stress on the risks that on us press, and the reference of lack to our chance of coming back. Still, perhaps it would be wise not to carp or criticize, for it's very evident these attentions are well meant.
Perhaps it would be wise not to carp or criticize, for it's very evident these intentions are well meant.
Yes, it's very evident these attentions are well meant. Evident, yes, well meant. Evident, ah, yes, well meant. When the foreman bears his steel, ta-ra-ta-ra-ta-ra-ta-ra, we will feel ta-ra-ta-ra. And we find the lines that sing ta-ra-ta-ra-ta-ra-ta-ra. It's to slap our chest and sing ta-ra-ta-ra. Foreman chanting with the news, ta-ra-ta-ra-ta-ra-ta-ra. And your heart to take your boots, ta-ra-ta-ra. There is nothing brings us round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound.
Away, away,
Yes, we know.
these pirates slay. Then do not stay. Then why this delay?
Yes, we do. Yes, forward on the floor. Yes, forward on the floor.
Yes, but you don't go.
We go. Yes, forward on the floor. Yes, forward on the floor.
Mabel, they don't go.
We go. Yes, forward on the floor. Yes, forward on the floor.
Frederick, they're still here.
We go. Yes, forward on the floor. Yes, forward on the floor.
Damn it, they don't go.
Now for the pirate's lair. Oh, joy unbounded. Oh, sweet relief. Oh, rapture unexampled. At last I may atone in some slight measure for the repeated acts of theft and pillage, of which at a sense of duty stern dictation I, circumstance's victim, have been guilty.
Young Frederick,
Who calls?
your late commander.
And I, your little Ruth.
Oh, mad intruders, how How dare ye face me? Know ye not, O rash ones, that I have doomed you to extermination?
Have mercy on us. Hear us ere you slaughter.
I do not think I ought to listen to you. Yet mercy should alloy our stern resentment. And so I will be merciful. Say on.
When you had left our pirate fold, we tried to raise our spirits faint, according to our customs old, with quips and quibbles quaint. But all in vain the quips we heard. We lay and sobbed upon the rocks, until to somebody occurred a startling paradox.
A paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. We've quips and quibbles heard and thoughts, but none to beat this paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. This paradox.
We knew your taste for curious quips, for cranks and contradictions queer, and with the laughter on our lips we wished you there to hear. We said if we could tell it him, how Frederick would the joke enjoy, and so we've risked both life and limb to tell it to our boy.
That paradox.
That paradox, that most ingenious paradox. We've quips and quibbles heard in vlogs, but none to beat that paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox.
The paradox.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Let us go. For some ridiculous reason, to which, however, I've no desire to be disloyal, some person in authority, I don't know who, very likely the astronomer royal, has decided that, although for such a beastly month as February, 28 days as a rule are plenty, 1 in every 4 his days shall be reckoned as 9 and 20. Through some singular coincidence, I shouldn't be surprised if it were owing to the agency of an ill-natured fairy. You are the victim of this clumsy arrangement, being born in leap year on the 29th of February. And so, through a simple arithmetical process, you will easily discover that though you've lived 21 years, yet, if we go by birthdays, you're only 5 and a little bit over.
Dear me, let's see. Yes, yes, with yours my figures do agree. How quaint the ways of paradox, at common sense she gaily mocks. Yet counting in the usual way is 21 I've been alive. Yet reckoning by my natal day, yet reckoning by my natal day, I am a little boy of 5.
He is a little boy of 5.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. That's paradox. A curious paradox. A most ingenious paradox. Oh, this is most curious, most absurdly whimsical. 5 1/4, eh? No one would ever think it to look at me. Look at me, I'm 5.
You are glad now? I'll be bound that you spared us. You would never have forgiven yourself when you discovered that you had killed 2 of your comrades.
My comrades?
My boy, I don't think you appreciate the delicacy of your position. You were apprenticed to us.
Until I reached my 21st year.
No. Until you reached your 21st birthday. And, if we're going by birthdays,
You're as of yet only 5 1/4.
You don't mean you're going to hold me to this.
No. We simply remind you of the fact and leave the rest to your sense of duty.
Your sense of duty.
No, don't put it on that footing. As I was merciful to you just now, please be merciful to me. I implore you not to insist upon the letter of your bond, just as the cup of happiness is at my lips.
We insist on nothing. We merely content ourselves with pointing out to you your duty.
Your duty.
Well, you have appealed to my sense of duty. My duty is only too clear. I abhor your infamous calling. I shudder at the thought that I have ever been mixed up with it. Yet, duty is before all. At any price, I will do my duty.
Bravely spoken. Come, you're one of us once more.
Lead on, I'll follow. Situation, I should go at once to Mabel and will make her narration. I shall tell her I am bound by duty and my moral senses, but I don't know what to do about the pending consequences. No, I do not want to perish by the sword or by the dagger, but a pirate must indulge a little pardonable swagger, and a word or two of compliment my vanity would flatter, but I've got to go tonight, and so it really doesn't matter.
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 No, it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter. If this were not a little man and generally silly, I should give you my advice upon the subject willy-nilly. I should show you in a moment how to grapple with the question, and you'd really be astonished at the force of my suggestion. On the subject I shall write you almost valuable letter full of excellent suggestions when I feel a little better. But at present I'm afraid I am as mad as any hatter, so we'll sing this song from Rudder Gorge, really doesn't matter.
What we sing just 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 doesn't matter.
No, it really doesn't matter.
What we sing just doesn't matter.
If I was lucky as to have a steady mother who could talk to me as we are talking now to one another, who could give me good advice when she discovered I was erring, which is just a very favor which on you I am conferring, my existence would have made a rather interesting middle. My lived may have died in the middle. It's particularly rapid, unintelligible patter isn't generally heard, and if it is, it doesn't matter.
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 If it is, it doesn't matter. This
Particularly rapid and intelligible pattern isn't generally heard. If it is, it doesn't matter. This particularly rapid and intelligible pattern isn't generally heard. If it is, it doesn't matter.
Oh, horror!
What's the matter?
Oh, Aunt, I tell you.
What?
No, I cannot do it. And yet, as one of your band...
Speak out! I charge you by that sense of conscientiousness to which we have never yet appealed in vain.
General Stanley, the father of my Mabel.
Yes.
General Stanley escaped from you on the plea that he was an orphan.
He did? Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, it breaks my heart to betray the honored father of the girl I adore.
Break it.
But as your apprentice, I have no alternative.
None.
Then it is my duty to tell you that General Stanley is no...
What?
General Stanley is no...
General Stanley is no...
General Stanley is no... orphan.
What?
And more than that, he never was one.
Do you mean to tell me that in order to save his contemptible life, he dared to practice upon our credulous simplicity? Our revenge shall be swift and bad.
Oh, no.
We shall gather up our band and attack Tremorden Castle this very night.
But stay!
No, not a word. He is doomed. Away, away, my heart's on fire. I burn the space deception to repay. This very night, my vengeance dire shall plant itself in gore. Away, away.
Away, away, ere I expire, I find my duties hard to do today. My heart is filled with anguish dire, it strikes me to the core. Away, away.
With falsehood foul he tricked us of our bride. Let vengeance how the pirate so decides. On nature stern he softened with his lies, and in return tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Tonight he dies.
Yes, or early tomorrow.
His girls likewise.
They will wander in sorrow.
The one's a spot.
On the natures they cherish.
And all who plot
to abuse it shall perish.
Tonight he dies as too early tomorrow. His girls likewise they will wander in sorrow. The one's a spot on the natures they cherish. And all who plot to abuse perish. Away, away, away. Tonight the traitor dies. Away, away, tonight, tonight, tonight. The traitor dies tonight. Away.
All is prepared, your gallant crew await you. My Frederick in tears, cannot be that thine heart quails at the coming conflict.
No, Mabel, no. A terrible disclosure has just been made. Mabel, my dearly loved one, I bound myself to serve the pirate's captain until I reached my 120th birthday.
But you are 21.
I've just discovered that I was born in leap year, and that birthday will not be reached by me till 1940.
Oh, horrible. Catastrophe appalling.
And so farewell.
No, no. Ah, Frederick, hear me. Stay, Frederick, stay. They have no legal claim. No shadow of a shame will fall upon thy name. Stay, Frederick, stay.
Nay, Mabel, nay. Tonight I quit these walls. The thought my soul appalls, but when stern duty calls, I must obey.
Stay, Frederick, stay.
Nay, Mabel, nay.
They have no claim.
But duty's name the thought my soul appalls, but when stern duty calls,
stay, Frederick, stay.
I must obey.
Oh, leave me not to pine alone and desolate. No fleet seemed fair as mine, no happiness so great. And each or day by day was sung in accents clear. This joyous round delay. He loves thee, he is here. Fa la la la, fa la la la. He loves thee, he is here. Fa la la la,
Ah, must I leave thee here an endless night to dream, when joy is dark and drear, and sorrow all supreme? day by day will sing in altered tone this weary round delay. He loves thee, he is gone. La 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 la, la 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 la. He loves thee, he is gone. La 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 la. In 1940 I of age shall be. I'll then return and claim you, I declare it.
It seems so long.
Swear that till then you'll be true to me.
Yes, I'll be strong. By all the Stanleys dead and gone, I swear it.
Oh, here is love, and here is truth, and here is with joyous laughter. She will be faithful to her suit, till we are wed, and even after. Oh, here is love, and here is truth.
Oh, here is love, and here is truth.
She will be faithful to her
She will be
suit,
faithful to
till
her
we are wed, and even after.
Till we are wed.
And even after.
Yes, even after.
Oh, here is love, and here is truth, and here is good for joyous laughter. She will be faithful to her suit.
Till we are wed, and even after.
She will be faithful to her suit, till we are wed, and even after, even after. Oh, here is love, and here is truth. Oh, here is love, is love.
No, I am brave. Oh, family descent, how great thy charm, thy sway, how excellent. Come one and all, undaunted men in blue. A crisis now, affairs are coming to.
Body and in mind, we are timidly inclined, and anything but blind to the danger that's behind. For when the danger's near, we manage to appear as insensible to fear as in anybody here, as in anybody here. Tarantara, 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 tarantara.
Sergeant, approach. Young Frederick was to have led you to death and glory.
That is not a pleasant way of putting it.
He will not so lead you, for he has allied himself once more with his old associates.
He has acted shamefully.
You speak falsely. You know nothing about it. He has acted nobly.
He has acted nobly.
Dearly as I loved him before, his heroic sacrifice to his sense of duty has endeared him to me tenfold. He has done his duty. I will do mine. Go ye and do yours.
Righto.
This is perplexing. No matter, our course is clear. We must do our best to capture these pirates alone. It is most distressing to us to be the agents whereby our erring fellow creatures are deprived of that liberty which is so dear to us all. But we should have thought of that before we joined the force.
We
It's too late now. When a felon's not engaged in his employment, or maturing his felonious little plans, his capacity for innocent enjoyment, is just as great as any honest man. How our feelings we with difficulty smother, when constabulary duties to be done. I take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. Oh, when constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. When the enterprise of burglar's not a burgling, when the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime, he loves to hear the little brook a-gurgling, and listen to the merry village chime. When the caster's finished jumping on his mother, he loves to lie up basking in the sun. I take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. Oh, when constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. Happy one. Hush, hush, I hear them on the manor approaching. With stealthy steps the pirates are approaching. They seek a penalty. 50-fold, they seek a penalty 50-fold for General Stanley's story. They come in force with stealthy stride. Our obvious course is now to hide. Quiet!
With cat-like tread, upon our prey we steal. In silence dread, a cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's foot forward, we distinctly heard. So stealthily the pirate creeps, while all the house so soundly sleeps. Come, friends, who plow the seas, to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with a little burglar. Come, friends who plow the sea, choose to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with a little burglary.
Here's your crowbar and your center bit, your life preserver. You may want to hit your silent matches, your dark lantern seize. Take your file and your skeletonic keys. With a cat-like tread, in silent tread.
With cats
like tread upon a prey we steal. In silence dread, a cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's foot forward, the steam we heard. Come, friends who plow the sea, choose to navigation, take another station. Let's vary piracy with a little burglary, we get the trade. Upon a prey we steal, inside the trade, our cautious way we feel. Come, friends who plow the sea, cruise to navigation, take another station. Let's vary piracy with a little burglary, become a trend. Upon a prey we steal, inside this trend, our cautious way we
Hush, hush, not a word. I see a light inside. The Major General comes, so quickly hide.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes.
Yes, yes,
the Major General comes.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes, tormented with the anguish dread of falsehood unatoned. I lay upon my sleepless bed and tossed and turned and groaned. The man who finds his conscience sake no peace at all enjoys. And as I lay in bed awake, I thought I heard a noise.
He thought he heard a noise. Ha ha!
No, all is still in dale on hill. My mind is set at ease. So still the scene, it must have been the sighing of the breeze. Dying softly to the river comes the loving breeze, setting nature all a-quiver, rustling through the trees. And the brook in rippling measure laughs for very love, while the poplars in their pleasure wave their arms above.
Yes, the trees for very love wave their leafy arms above.
River, river, little river, may thy loving prosper ever. Heaven speed thee, poplar trees, may thy wooing happy be. Heaven speed thee, poplar trees, may thy wooing happy be. Yet the breeze is but a rover when he wings away. Brook and poplar mourn a lover, sighing well-a-day. Ah, the doing and undoing that the rogue could tell, when the breeze is out a-wooing, who can woo so well?
Shortly tells the road tell, nobody can do so well.
Pretty brook thy dream is over, for thy love is but a rover. Tag along of poplar trees, courted by a fickle breeze. Tag along of poplar trees, courted by a
What is that and why does father leave his rest at such a time of night? His sister very incompletely dressed. Your father isn't always was the most methodical of men. It isn't very humble rule to go to bed at half past. What strange occurrence can it be that caused your father's countenance rest? At such a time of night is this so very incompletely dressed? So very incompletely dressed. At such a time of night.
Pirates of despair.
Frederick here, a joy, a rapture. Summon your men and effect their capture.
Frederick, save us!
Beautiful Mabel, I would if I could, but I am not able.
He's telling the truth, he is not able. With base deceit, you worked upon our feelings. Revenge is sweet and flavors all our dealings. With courage rare and resolution manly, for death prepare, unhappy General Stanley.
Is he to die, unshriven, unannealed?
Oh, spare him!
Will no one in his cause a weapon wield?
Oh, spare him!
We are here, neither conducive yield. So you can stab your every pirate yield.
Come to me, my bag!
advantage you're contrived, but your proud triumph will not be long-lived.
Don't say your offers, for we know that game.
On your allegiance we've a stronger claim. We charge you yield. We charge you yield in Queen Victoria's name.
You do.
We do. We charge you yield in Queen Victoria's name.
We yield at once with humbled mien, because with all her faults we love our queen.
Yes, yes, with all our faults, we love our queen. Yes, yes, with all our faults, they love our queen.
Away with them and place them at the bar.
One moment, let me tell you who they are. They are no members of the common throng. They are all noble men who have gone wrong. They are all noble men who have gone wrong.
No Englishman unmoved that statement hears, because with all our faults we love our house of peers. I pray you pardon me, ex-pirate king. Peers will be peers, and youth will have its fling. Resume your ranks and legislative duties. Take my daughters, all of whom are beauties.
And length we are provided with unusual facility to change piratic crime for dignified respectability.
Confined, I needn't say, with the unparalleled felicity of what we have been longing for, unbounded domesticity.
Tomorrow morning early we shall quickly be personified.
Honey coupled, conjugally matrimonified.
And this shall be accomplished by the Doctor of Divinity.
Who happily resides in the immediate vicinity.
Who happily resides in the immediate vicinity. Who happily resides in the immediate vicinity. Who happily resides in the immediate vicinity.
For my military knowledge, so I'm plucky and adventurous. It's only been brought down to the beginning of the century. But still, in getting off my daughters 8 or 9 or 10 in all, I've shown myself the model of a modern major general.
But still in getting off his daughters 8 or 9 or 10 and all, he showed himself the model of a modern major general.